Hey guys, so this is video number 2. So as I said in video number 1, and if you haven't seen that, I'll chuck a link up there somewhere for you for video number 1. But this is video number 2 in my real quick helpful hints, assuming that you've got a kayak or you're buying a kayak, and it's one of those questions that I get asked all the time. What should I do about PFDs and so on? So this is what I do, okay? So this is the PFD that I use most commonly on freshwater lakes, all right? So it's got a thin foam back, it's got a thick foam front on it there, zips up, it's got a mesh in the rear here to allow ventilation, it's got a hood in there, and it's full of pockets and so on. Why do I use this? 2 reasons. 1, because it's quite comfortable to wear. Actually, it's more than 2 reasons. 2, because I've got a ton of storage on it. 3, because it's not an inflatable PFD, and I'll throw another link up here, right, for another video I've got, which explains what I think about inflatable PFDs and jacket type PFDs like this one or the other one I've got down there. And 4, re-entry into the kayak when you fall out, not if you fall out, you will fall out. Re-entry into the kayak is critical that you can get in and out of the kayak okay, and that's where your inflatable comes into it. So an inflatable PFD is a lot more comfortable, that's the reality, but you don't buy a PFD because it's comfortable. You buy a PFD because you can rely on it. Alright, this is one that I use if I'm going offshore a lot. Reason is it hasn't got quite as much storage, it's not as bulky on the front, right? Typically I'm not standing up as much when I'm offshore. It's far more paddling. So this one for that is perhaps just a little bit better. But it's it is the way to go. It is 100% worth your while investing in a good quality PFD. Just to note, the inflatable ones, as I said, I do use them actually occasionally, right? But the inflatable ones, you never use it on auto, right? Always on manual. So I'll throw a quick scenario at you here, right? So you need to understand the inflatable ones, they'll belly out on the front, so you get a big balloon on the front, and you get a balloon around the back of your neck, and it lies you on your back, all right? That's how an inflatable works. A jacket, what a jacket does is it helps you float, but it will not necessarily keep your head out of the water. So here's the deal, right? You fall out of the kayak. So let's just say you've had a medical event and you fall out of the kayak and you're not conscious. You can't inflate your PFD. It's pretty obvious what's going to happen there, okay? Your auto PFD, you can't inflate it. Now, if you've got it on manual, if you've got your auto PFD on auto, right, it's going to go off on you all the time. Well, it'll only go off once, but it'll just keep happening every time you go out, right? So you don't want your PFD set on auto, you want it set on manual. But if you've had a medical event or you've been hit in the head or for whatever reason you are not responsive, you cannot inflate your PFD, okay? With a jacket, right, you fall out if you've had a medical event or you've passed out or whatever it may be, heat stroke, whatever it is, and you fall out, right, it will still allow you to float. What it won't do is it won't necessarily, if your head tilts forward like this, it's not going to push your head back. It's not going to keep you with your mouth and you lying on your back. It will just help you float. So it is not a lifesaver, okay? It is a personal flotation device. It helps you float. That's it. Anyway, the reason I use these is, one, because I don't want to rely on something that's inflating, right? Because in case it doesn't work, or I am unable to inflate it. That is why I use jackets. Two, because if you get a quality jacket, it's nice and comfortable, doesn't get in the way. Three is the storage that the jacket comes with, which will be in another video. Anyway, hope this helps. Remember, if you're not joined up to YouTube, please join up. That way it allows you to comment, it allows you to like or dislike the videos, really, really important, and subscribe, right? All it does is it lets me know that you like what you're seeing or you dislike what you're seeing. You can chuck your comment in there, tell me to bugger off, whatever you want.